Hey guys, again, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to our show.
And if you love what you see, and I know you do, please rate, review, and subscribe. It would mean so much to us.
Yeah, it absolutely means the world to us, helps us get out to the wider audience, really just capture more people that we can help you with this show. Again, if you're getting value, check us out. Thank you again.
So grateful to you.
All right, so Peely has definitely had coffee.
Yes.
And if you've had coffee, text us at 908-224-6876 and let us know what kind of coffee you're drinking. We haven't asked that question before.
We haven't.
No.
I am drinking Cafe Bustelo.
Cafe Bustelo, which was something dear to our heart when we worked in the bar world for many years. And it's carried over into our non-bar world. And
funny thing is, we probably drank as much Cafe Bustelo as we sold Corona back in the day.
Potentially. Cafe Bustelo, if you're out there and you want to sponsor.
Just saying.
Maybe saying. But enough of that. So we're here. We're there. We're ready. Today is how to achieve the unachievable. And thanks to Mo Taylor for pointing it out before. It was not to how to achieve the unachievable.
That sounds like you're sneezing.
Unachievable. So, yes, it is the case. And
thank you,
I am proof. I have this beautiful lady next to me, love of my life, that it was the unachievable, but we found each other, right?
At one point it felt like it was the unachievable, but we found each other. Yeah. Even though we were right in front of each other's faces.
All right, everybody's watching. They don't care. Maybe they do.
They care so much. You care, right?
Yes.
You
everybody's
care.
In there. Where are you? Happy Wednesday. Day 29 of 75 hard. Phase 3. So we would have had 75, 30, 30, 30, plus we did a couple extra 30s. So we've basically been 150 plus 75, days. 225 days of doing some variety of a mental fortitude plan. And we've had changes in our life.
We've had definite changes. And talk about something that's unachievable. Andy Frisella named this 75 hard for a reason. It's hard. But it's in your head hard.
Has it gotten easier?
Various parts of it has gotten easier. I have to say though, the drinking the water part is still a struggle for me. I think because it's like, maybe I'm trying to just make something hard for myself, because the exercise has gotten easier. Not the exercise itself, but getting it done. Especially now that I didn't do it this morning because I was like, I'm gonna sleep in just a little bit, and then the
kids are up 1 second later.
Yeah. So I didn't, but I've been noticing if I do my yoga and then I go on my run and I get it all done, that's 90 minutes of exercising done for the day. I feel so much better.
And you think about these things that we don't want to do, you do feel better when you do them, right? So last night, we gave you some time. The kids and I went out and were rambunctious in the streets. So Peely could be silent at home, right? So silence is a word that we're still teaching in the Rusi household. And when it comes, it's usually not Peely and I together understanding silence. It's usually one on our own finding silence, but that's good, right? So we get that part in. So I didn't get to do my workout until real late, and I just knew it was coming. And I was like, okay, we got to get this done. But I was like, all right, let's go. Did a kettlebell workout, and it was intense, right? I think I did like 16 different kettlebell exercises of this routine there over 45 minutes, just go, go, go. But I feel great after. You feel the accomplishment is there, right? Yes. And that's a lot of is achieving the unachievable. It is directly first with your head, right? So if you don't think you can achieve it, you've already written the story for yourself.
I was just explaining this to my friend Amanda this morning. She's my accountability partner right now. I am trying to be more forward thinking and trying to live my life by God's plan, and just making sure that I am not trying to rewrite things that He has written for me, that there is a plan for us all and I am going to follow it. But I am diverting from our topic, 75 hard. So she asked me, has 75 hard changed your life? I was like, yes. When we first,
but I will compliment that. We, with the effort, have changed our life along with it, right?
Yes. Well, that's the thing with 75 hard. the only way it works is if you follow it to the T,
Hmm.
and you have to have that mindset of you're going to get it done
Yep.
no matter what. You're just going to get it done.
So Peely and I have this great, accountability to each other. However, if you're saying, okay, well, I could just kind of, not do this, I can kind of cheat it there.
Mhm.
Well, you're not cheating anybody else. And so many times in our life, we think, like we can just give it apart. The only person we're cheating is
Ourselves.
And we've given ourselves that excuse that's okay,
Yeah.
right? I can, do this. Okay, I can just have these couple things here and
do it
there.
later.
Can do it
I can
later.
eat this piece of brownie now. This tray of brownies now.
But beyond that, who's the one that's really going to suffer, right? It's you. And if you do it on such a grand scale where, it's too much drinking, too much excessive, bad foods, it's not only going to hurt you, but it's going to hurt your future you and those that are around you that depend on you.
And I mean, using this as a jumping off point, though, like using 75 hard, I understand there's so many. How many people have you talked to who are just like, I failed it, I can't do it back. I can't go back to it.
Yep.
It's too hard. It's not for me. These things are wrong with it. There's no way you can get this done. And I'm just like, what? Okay. Then you're doing you. That's fine.
Well, what's the truth? The truth is, if you want to find an excuse,
you're going to find it.
You will find an excuse. And if you want to, find the negativity in something, you can. But that's a choice that you get to make, and it's a choice that you can get to make. And that's a lot with achieving the unachievable.
Yes.
Is, Roger Bannister, who first did the 4-minute mile, it was deemed impossible. Well, when he did it, and he did it, and everyone was astounded that he did it. But that year, there was something like 20 other people accomplished it, because the achievable was now something they could reach out and understand and grasp. And that's a lot like this. So if you say, we can't get to, I don't know, pick a planet. Well, why can't we? And I'm not smart enough. Well, why aren't you? There's a lot of smart people out there that really aren't doing much with their life, right? And then there's a lot of smart people that are crushing the world, like Elon Musk, and thinking on that level. We can all be in that part. Education really goes to the side now, because there's so many resources available for us to achieve what we thought wasn't achievable. So, I'm overweight. I've always been overweight. Okay. So that's your story. What's your new story?
When are you going to change your story? Change your story, change your life. If you keep on telling yourself you're a certain way, you're this certain somebody, and you deep down want to change it, but if you keep on telling yourself that you're this certain way, that you're bad, that you're not good enough, that you're not worthy, that not, that negativity, then it's not going to change. So change your story, change your life. It becomes achievable when you know it is achievable. We knew it was done. When we started 75 Hard, it was done. We had it in our mind.
Mm-hmm.
We grasped it. We knew the steps that we had to take. It's delineated, and we followed the steps every day, and we held each other accountable.
Yep.
And like at the end of the night, Jason would be like, "Did you take your picture?" So last night I was like, "Oh, no, I need to get up and take my picture." So it's stuff like that. Find those accountability partners. Make these things achievable for yourself.
So Instagram is not loving us today. So if you're over on Instagram, we're over on Facebook. You can find Jason Peely Project. That said, it is about taking the small steps for us today. And the small steps create large steps. And the achievable is only achievable with that first step. There's no massive gain in life without first taking that step. So if you want to rule yourself out and say, this is not something I can do, well, okay, then you can't. Then find what you can do. And I'm not sure why your phone just doesn't like it today.
Let's take it down.
But
let's take it down.
That's it.
Let's bring the phone over here. There we go.
What are 5
Go ahead.
habits that what I call them habits, or five things you can put in your day to reframe to achieve the unachievable?
what are 5 steps that you can put in your day to reframe
the word unachievable to you can do it?
just that. So number 1, switch your language. Tony Robbins calls it transformational vocabulary. I think that's what he calls it. It's basically taking the language that you say to yourself. For instance, say that you get, so my phone's not working right now, so I could get really angry at it. But instead of getting angry at my phone, which is an inanimate object, I'm going to say, my phone is acting wonderful right now. It's wonderful. The life is wonderful right now. And Tony Robbins didn't think this up, by the way. I remember one of my grand uncles used to say the word wonderful all the time. He was a priest. So of course he couldn't swear. So he would say, everything is super wonderful. He plastered a big smile on his face, and he would take care of whatever needed to be taken care of to get the problem solved.
So number 2 is win the day. Create a win in your day so you know that no matter what happens throughout your day, you've had a win. Whether that's waking up early, whether that's eating a healthy breakfast, whether that's spending time with your family, stack a win in your mind and know that's a win. That is something you can build upon.
Number 3, to transform your life, make the decision to do so. It is a mindset. If you think you can't, then you won't. If you think you can, then you will.
Number 4 is smile. It's never as bad as you think it is. Smile. The tough moments will pass. They will be tough, but smile.
And number 5, and I know we say this a lot, but take action.
Yeah.
That moving forward, that's another thing I talked to Amanda about, is taking the action. Anytime that I'm stagnant, anytime that I feel depressed, it's because I'm not moving. I'm not moving forward. I'm not exercising. I'm not educating myself. I'm not getting out there. And I know when you're in the mode of depression, it's this cycle of whatever, because you don't feel that you're good enough. You start just laying in bed and don't want to get out. And all of a sudden your physical nature just starts going down. And it's like, all of a sudden it's this circle that you're in. Stop the circle now. You have to make that decision to cut that circle off and continue on.
So those are our 5 ways that you can start to achieve the unachievable. Start them today. Thank you so much. We're a little bit before the 15-minute mark, but I think we're going to have kids going rambunctious soon. So I've had my run in today. Peely's gotten a run, a walk, push-ups. What else did you do?
So what I did today is I walked 45 minutes to a park, talked to my friend Amanda, had my accountability call. Then around the park, I took 10 minutes, cleaned up the park. There was a lot of debris from the storm the other day. And there was bottles all over the place, possibly bottles that I had picked up the other day. Yep. Threw that away, and then took the last half an hour, ran back home, and then got my 30 push-ups. And you can find those push-ups on TikTok and I think in my stories.
All right, so that's what we got. We will see you tomorrow for day 30, last day of the 75 Hard program.
Entire program.
We will be here. All right, guys, have an awesome day. See you tomorrow.
Join us for your second cup of coffee every Monday through Friday at noon.
Live every day, bringing us our best content we've done so far. Super excited, super engaging. Bunch of great guests. We're here to answer your questions, and we so appreciate you listening. Make sure to check this out.
Can't wait to see you.